Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your girl Kendra D. I want you to know my name this time because I am going to just talk to the women real quick. This is in response to a video that BGS IBMOR, our very esteemed brother, BGS IBMOR, put up regarding the sexual market value of women and men as they aged. Now, why am I trying to talk to y'all? Because y'all have gotten into that comment section and showed your natural black asses in that comment section. And personally am offended and I am ashamed of you for doing that. You come out and you just misrepresent the entire sisterhood. And I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to sit quietly and idly by as you guys run amok in that comment section, just acting a fool. You're triggered. And I'm going to explain why you're triggered. Because you are responding not to what was said, but you're responding to what you heard. And a lot of times, especially for women, those can be two different things, what was said and what was heard. What was said was a woman, in short, a woman's sexual market value is higher when she's younger, and a man's sexual market value is higher when he's older. There's a very simple explanation for that. We'll talk about why men's market value gets better when he gets older. Because the criteria that women judge and choose men from, he has a tendency to have those things in more abundance when he's older rather than when he's younger. Okay? We pick men off of their ability to provide, their ability to protect, and all of those things. And being like, we like to choose, if we can, the alpha males, if we're able to attract them. And a man is more likely to become those things as he gets older. His resources will increase, presumably, over time. When he's younger, he's probably not earning very much, and he might be strong, so the providing thing may or may not be there, or there's the potential for it, and things of that nature. So his market value will go up because the things that women choose men for, he's more likely to have as a little bit older man than a younger man. So a man that's 30 is more attractive as a long-term partner than a man that's 18, because he's young at 18. He still got some different ways. He's not, unless some inheritance or something happened to him, he's not financially set or ready to do anything with any type of family. Okay? So in this society, the way that the economy is set up, yada yada yada, and education, blah blah blah, you waiting, it takes time to cultivate those things. Okay? So his market value, not his attractiveness. See, you heard something about attractiveness. That's your woman ears, and I have woman ears. So I know what you heard. I know exactly what you heard. But I'm trying to tell you that is not what was said. And you have to be able to make that distinction. And some of you that's in this comment section talking about you 50 and 60, and you're not able to make the distinction between what you heard and what was said to you, that is a problem in and of itself. Okay? Which is why you're single, most like. Anyway, his sexual market value goes up due to these reasons. Okay? A woman's sexual market value goes down based conversely upon what men seek and choose women for. The qualities, the basic qualities that they're looking for. Your age, which corresponds directly to your ability or fertility, your presumed fertility, and your beauty. Okay? Now, every young woman is not a pretty woman. Every young woman is not even a fertile woman. But those things have correlation. If you're younger, presumably you are fertile and able to bear lineage. So a younger woman is more of a prime choice for a long-term relationship or marriage because she can bear you children starting at a younger age, and so she can probably bear you a few, and then when she's done with that, she's not old by the time she's done birthing you 2 or 3 or maybe 4 children. Okay? And then raising them, and by the time y'all are done 20 years later, she's not an old woman. So if she starts at 20 and it's 18, 20 years later, all your kids are grown, she's just 40. And if she took care of herself, she don't have to be a bad looking 40 either. And then he doesn't get to complain about her hitting the wall because shit, you were the wall. She hit the wall because of you. So then that X's out that complaint. Well, she's old now. Well, you got to enjoy her when she was young, when her breasts were perky and, it was all toned up and flat stomach and looking nice and looking tantalizing. Well, you got all of that. You got it. So now that it may not quite look the same anymore, a few tweaks and changes here and there, you don't get to complain that she doesn't look like she's 18 anymore. Or 20 or whatever. But that's neither here nor there really. Okay? That is why women, he's judging her on beauty, fertility, and the age is only in there because the age would dictate the fertility. Okay? Because if we were just as fertile at 40 as we were at 18, the age wouldn't really matter. But the age matters because the fertility as you age decreases. Your ability to have healthy children actually decreases as we get older. I'm surprised that I have to explain biology to y'all. Okay? This is horrible. That you guys were not able to intake information and simply listen. Be the best you that you can be. How about that? Because what you heard was all women past the age of 22 need to just blow their brains out if they're not married, because they'll suddenly turn, it's like a Cinderella movie. At the stroke of midnight, they'll turn into ugly, hideous things and have to creep off into the night, or whatever. And then men suddenly hit the pixie dust and becomes rich and fabulous and handsome and awesome, and that's what you heard. But that's not what was said, and I'm tired of y'all responding to shit that you heard rather than responding to what was said to you. This is why men find it hard to talk to women, because you respond too quickly and too rational, too rash to what was said. You respond emotionally without giving yourself time to process what you heard. Let it go through your emotional filter so it can get down into your logic. Okay, so that you can actually process it and hear it and understand what is actually being said to you. Okay, I'm gonna need you to get out of your feelings about this. This is just biology. There's no one's trying to shame you for aging. Okay, anybody that would shame a woman just for getting older, this is not a person you want to talk to anyway. But that's not what the video was about. The video was simply the result of a study that was done. And you triggered. You're like extra fucking triggered. Listen, you've hit the wall at 1,000 miles per hour. You have not made peace with it. You hit the wall so hard, you were quadriplegic. Okay, it done popped your spine and all of that. You just hit it headlong. You had no helmet on or nothing, Jesus. You just hit the wall. Okay? Slammed into you didn't hit it, you careened into the wall. Okay? and you have not made peace with this, and you think that you can still attract the same men in the same way at 50 that you did when you were 18. And that is simply not the truth. I am a 40-year-old woman, a widow. Suddenly I find myself back in a game that I don't want to play. Okay? Because I wasn't planning on playing it. I had married my husband already. And I wasn't intending at 40 to be alone. But no matter how I got here, I'm in the same boat. An older woman, no man in sight, marriage isn't gonna happen, and I even have a cat, and I also know how to crochet. But anyway, in any case, I feel like I'm a pretty awesome person. I have an awesome personality, and when a chick do herself up, she ain't looking too bad neither. But the way in which I have to attract a man, I cannot attract him based purely and solely off of the strength of the pure, raw, physical, sexual attraction, because I'm not young anymore. I'm not young anymore. And this is where you falter. You're triggered because you hit the wall. See, I made peace with the wall. I didn't careen into that damn wall. I didn't have 100 guys and then just the wall was a sudden drop off and then there was the wall. No. I'll hit the wall gracefully with my husband. I approached the wall. We shook hands. We made a mutual agreement. I've made peace. And now I simply walk along that wall and I pick the daisies from the side. Sometimes I sit on the wall and watch the sunrise. Those types of things. I've made peace with this fucking wall. Because I didn't hit it at breakneck speed. Okay? God, I saw it coming. I just walked up to it. It's called aging. It's called life. Okay? And the way in which I attract a man is different. Here's where you falter. You, young, never thought you need your non-sexual skill set. You never thought you would need to develop a worthwhile personality. You never thought you'd need to understand and figure out how to talk to men that didn't have anything to do with your kitty cat now that it's an old cougar and is running amok in the mountains. All right? So you don't know how to talk to him if it don't have nothing to do with that. You still think you can make young women demands. You can't. Them same old little tricks and bullshit you did was cute when you was 18 and 19 and 20 because you're young and he don't care. But when you're my age, that shit is not cute. It's pathetic. And men are looking at you like, okay. Now he's super critical about everything. You ain't got a perfect body and he critical about all of it because you're not giving him any leeway to be flexible. Okay? This is the thing, women. Learn your non-sexual skills at a time where you don't really need them. Because trust and believe you me, hear it from your girl who's living in it, you're gonna need those non-sexual skills. I have an abundance of it. So I can actually attract a man, his real attention, not just his sex. Because there was one under my comment, James Baldwin. No. It wasn't even that one. It was Celestial, whatever the fuck her name is. And she said she was 60 years old. Too goddamn old to be talking about dick is a dime a dozen. Bitch, you been hoeing that long that you don't know the difference between dick and men? Talking about men a dime a dozen. No. Dick is a dime a dozen. Men are not. Okay? Let me repeat that. Dick, you can find it, it's growing on trees. Okay? Dick is sprouting up out the ground like dandelions. Alright? All you gotta do is close your eyes and jump on one, you land dead on a dick. But men, they are not a dime a dozen. Okay? Alright? Just like you can trip and fall into some pussy. But a woman, hard to find. Okay? A woman that a man really wanna deal with and commit to and buckle down with is just difficult. Pussy, easy, simple. That's also growing off trees. Okay? So you too old. You mean to tell me you've been hoeing so long that you have mistaken and managed to merge the two concepts? Girl, you too goddamn old for that shit there. I hope you ain't in a position to be mentoring no goddamn body with that type of BS there. That's some girl. Again, the way I can attract a man's real attention, not just his dick, because I have non-sexual skill sets. I can communicate with him. He'll be flexible about me because I'm a pleasure to be around. I'm not old-minded, I'm set in my goddamn ways. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. Goddamn. This bitch, I can't have fun with her and shit. Can't take her nowhere to do nothing with her. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? You wear your welcome out real quick with that shit. But he might actually want to talk to me. I'm witty. I'm funny. We can talk about sports. We can talk about movies. We can talk about some scientific shit. We can talk about some other shit. I have him laughing. And all of that. And we don't have to once talk up my skirt. Not one time. I can have a whole conversation that'll be stimulating to him without bothering about any sexual anything. And he'll appreciate that conversation. You just have to know what your market is now, who your target audience is. Can I have a man to be attracted and want to talk to me and want to be around me? Sure. But it's not my way of attracting him can't be the same as when it was 18 because I'm not the same. I'm not the same person. I don't look the same. I would be foolish to be trying to mess around with a young man. What I'm gonna waste his time for? What I'm gonna do with a 30-year-old? What I'm gonna do with him? And he ain't but 10 years younger, but he at the age, he looking for somebody to get him some kids or something. I can't even do that. It's just a waste of his time. That's all it is. So, be the best version of you that you can be. But you're not the best version. You're a bunch of liars. You're on here lying about what kind of men you can attract. Because, bitch, if you could attract any man from just about any age group and he got money and he got this and that, bitch, you wouldn't be on here on YouTube triggered than a motherfucker. Because you stalk BGS IBMOR's channel waiting on him to say some shit you don't like that trigger the fuck out of you. And then type some stupid shit in the comment section. Bitch, you wouldn't even have time. You would be wrapped up in the men that you claim want you. And they proposing. You just turning down proposals. Bitch, it ain't no bitch out here turning down no damn proposal. Get the hell out of here. With all that lying ass shit. Just on here lying for no goddamn reason, offering up them sacrificial ass lies. You know what a sacrificial lie is, bitch? A sacrificial lie is the lie that you offer up that didn't nobody ask your ass for. Just lying. Bitch, don't nobody want your sacrificial lie, bitch. Get your ass off of YouTube with this stupid shit. We over here trying to build, and y'all bitches is part of the 2/3. Get y'all nif-nonded ass out of the damn comment section. Because if you're not gonna be taught, if you can't be taught, you gotta get out. Come in here with that foolishness. Don't be triggered because you running around here looking like who done it and what for. And all that you can get is a man to come dumping you. And he don't even want to talk to you after that. That's your problem. Maybe you shouldn't be the type of bitch that attract a dude like that. Maybe you should have been working on being a quality bitch, and then therefore he would treat you like you was worth something. At the very least, you could command some type of respect. But can't nobody respect this shit. You running around here showing all your pathologies and all your insecurities. Just because somebody said as you get older, you know, the things that men choose you for, you know, you kind of lose those things with age, and so you're not at your prime. No, listen, let me tell you something. Nobody is the same at 50 than they was at 20. Not men and not women. Okay? Just understand that. No man, no matter how he kept himself up, he can still be cut under his shirt and 65, and he is not the same man that he was when he was 18. He's not that guy. Physically, he's not. He just kept himself up, and so, you know, the drop off, he didn't have to just jump off a cliff with it. And women the same way. You're not the same, you know, woman that you are at 50 that you was at 20. But if you was able to keep your body count relatively low, you kept your body up and stuff like that, you know, you can still be attractive, and a man will find you to be pleasing to the eye. He'll just know you older, and so, you know, you just stay in your lane. You just be in your lane. Why the fuck is you worried about what an 18-year-old bitch is doing? She running rings around your ass. That's what she doing. But if you would stay out of her way, you wouldn't have to bother with it. There's no way I would put myself in the same arena as an 18, 19, 20-year-old woman. I can't compete with her. Okay? The same man that's interested in her would not even look at me. So get y'all mind right. Do something with them pathologies. Listen to BGS's videos for more than just a way to be triggered. And come over to my channel and listen to me. Don't you troll me, you bitches. But you do need to fucking listen to some goddamn body. And if you can't manage to respond to what is actually being said to you, rather than what you feel like is being said to you, then don't respond at all. Those are your choices. But running around here showing everybody your pathology, this is not cute. This is not cute. There's nothing attractive about it. Getting on there talking about, you know, how many men you got, and this, that's not attractive. That's not attractive at all. You might could find an older gentleman that, you know what I'm saying, he not, yeah, the concept of an 18-year-old is appealing, but he ain't really got that kind of energy or time. And so he might be looking for a little bit older one, woman that's younger than him but got some maturity to her, and you know, he can spend some time with her and talk to her, have an adult conversation. You don't feel like he's talking to his granddaughter. But you bitches can't even have a regular conversation, which is proven by them comments. You can't have a conversation that a man would be mentally stimulated by. But if you hadn't spent your time hoeing and had spent your time actually cultivating your womanhood and all of these non-sexual things that men have a tendency to look for when they are older, because younger men aren't as concerned about that as older men, like middle age to older men. Older men become a little bit more concerned about who you are, because all of our time together ain't gonna be in the bed. So after we done with that, who are you? What are you doing? What you talking about? And if you can't offer more than that, he ain't even trying to get that. Hell, if he just if the thing is to only get kitty cat, why is he wasting time with yours when he can go get a younger one if he can? But if you're gonna offer him something else with it that he likes, that he appreciate, then he might actually choose you. You're not dead. But you got all them goddamn pathologies. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that shit. You better see a therapist for this shit here. You know, all of your insecurities and your major depressive disorder. You better get to a therapist instead of YouTube and getting triggered every other video. Gone on over to Deborah Cooper so she can lie to you and tell you, you know, any man will want you at 85. Go over there. Hell, nobody has time for that bullshit. We are building over here. We are trying to do something productive. And we are not cringing from the truth. It is what it is. It is called life. Try to age gracefully. Instead of being spoiled milk, be cheese. Spoiled milk make people hold their nose and pour it down the sink and be disgusted with it and glad that it's out of their house. Cheese, people like cheese. People of all socioeconomics standings like cheese. A motherfucker like cheese on his Ritz cracker, and a motherfucker like cheese at, you know what I'm saying, a gala with some fine wine. You like cheese. Be nice aged cheese. Be cheese, not milk, bitch. Be cheese, not spoiled milk. We got it. For some of you, it's too damn late. Motherfuckers is trying to pull. Every time he come up on you, he trying to pull you down the sink, bitch. Don't be that bitch. Try to be cheese, bitch. Try your best to be cheese. Maybe he'll to get a slice, and maybe he'll want some more. Hell, cheese was pretty good. Damn it. All right, girl, I'm gone.